Hello, my name is Sergio Romero Jr., and I am from the Medical Terminology IVC class. And my pathology for the digestive system chapter is appendicitis. Now, before I begin, in order to understand what is this one. Appendicitis is the inflammation of the appendix. Now, the appendix is a small intestine or a small tube connected to the large intestine. And typically in appendicitis, it's the inflammation of it. And this is typically caused by an infection of a bacteria that develops a lot of pus. Now, appendicitis can typically lead, if not treated in time, it can typically lead to the burst of an appendix, which unfortunately it can be life threatening as the infection in the appendix can spread throughout the abdomen, ab, abdomen, and pues requires immediate surgery. Now, as previously mentioned, the causes of the appendicitis is a blockage in the lining of the appendix called lumen, and it's typically an infection or bacteria that produces much pus, and it just produces until the appendix explodes. Now, symptoms of appendicitis is sudden pain, a huge amount of pain. As someone who has been or was diagnosed with appendicitis, uh, it is a sudden pain, a sudden sharp pain in the appendix or in the right. This is your body. This is your stomach on the right, lower right part of your stomach. There's a lot of nausea, there's vomiting, your belly may be bloated, and pain worsens eh, by any sort of physical activity you may do, such as coughing, walking, running, even breathing sometimes can cause immense amount of pain. Now, the appendix, as you can see down here in my pictures, pues the pus from the bacterial infection um gets together, or it it just swells up until the appendix bursts, and pues that's when immediate surgery is required. Treatment Treatments for appendicitis. Oh, my unfortunate. Treatment for the appendicitis. Um, Typically, or this is the usual, you will need to have a physical exam, imaging test, such as a CT exam or an MRI scan or any sort of abdominal ultrasound in order to determine if you do have appendicitis or to see if the appendix is inflamed. And once it is confirmed, or once images do confirm appendicitis, you are, you, it is highly recommended to get surgery to remove the appendix. Or you may opt to have a drainage of the pus, which unfortunately it's not much highly recommended due to the potential of the appendix or the infection returning and producing more pus until the appendix bursts. In the end, if you are diagnosed with appendicitis, it is highly recommended to get surgery instead of just draining the pus and weaning out. Now, thank you so much. That's the end of my presentation. These are my references, and thank you very much.